What's going on, 80K Sports Performance families? Coach Ryan here with another Coach's Corner this week. And this week I wanted to talk about why we play games with our athletes as a big part of our warm-up. If you've watched any of our sports performance sessions or seen any of our content online, you'll see that we play a lot of games with our athletes. And there's a lot of reasons that we do this. First and foremost, games are fun. So it's a really good way to get engagement high and really get the athletes excited to train and keep coming back and continuing to train. But there's a lot deeper reasons as to why we play a lot of games with athletes. A lot of times athletes are coming to us after a long day at school where they've been sitting at a desk, behind a screen, in a really structured environment. So letting them kind of have a little bit of fun, relax, loosen up after that is a really good way, again, to drive engagement and really get a good training session out of them by not starting off with that drill sergeant approach that, they're kind of coming from with school where they've been sitting behind a desk and having to follow all these rules. Getting to have a little bit of fun and loosen up is a really good way to start a session with our athletes, especially those coming right from school. But in a lot of the games that we're doing, there's a lot of little things that are going on that we'd be wanting to coach in sometimes a more formal way. And some of those things are the change of direction, the cutting, the sprinting, the reacting to opponents. So within our games that we're playing, we're purposely inserting those games so that they're working on reacting to an opponent, change of direction, cutting, turning, and making plays on other opponents. So they're doing a lot of things that they're going to be doing in their sport by playing these games. So they're kind of in a low risk environment, so they're able to take chances without really any consequences. So that way, when they go into practice, go into field, they have more information to help them make better decisions when it comes to their sport. So the games are fun, but we're also working on a lot of athletic qualities that we really want to work on. Another thing is that a lot of our athletes are always in a very structured environment. You hear kids these days don't play anymore. They don't go outside, they don't ride their bike, things like that. And that's just the reality of the world that we live in today. So inserting these games provides that play aspect of development for our kids and our athletes, because usually they're at sports practice, they're at games, and they're in school. So everything's really regimented and they're not getting out as much and kind of just having that free play. So inserting games into our warm-ups helps include that, which is really important for the development of our athletes, especially our younger athletes in our youth athletic development and middle school groups. Again, it's really important that they kind of have that free play and they're exploring all these different movement patterns. So again, while it is very simply fun to play games in our warm-up and really is a good way to start a session, there's a lot of really important things that we're nailing when it comes to playing these games in our warm-up. If you have questions about some of the games that we play, feel free to reach out and I'm happy to discuss more. We'll see you next week.